let's see here. So we are day
18.
18.
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you're also counting from a different day, too.
People are losing their minds.
Yeah.
You guys are counting. Like, I'm counting from not last Thursday, but the Thursday before when it came down from the governor. Like, tomorrow we're locking down.
Yeah.
Bottom line, it's been 2 weeks, give or take.
It's been 1 to 2 weeks, depending on who
Tomorrow's
you are.
my 2 week since I last was in contact with the outside world. So either I get real sick tonight or tomorrow, or I don't have it.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I've been.
Means I can go outside, right?
Yeah. Means you're fine. You can stop washing your hands.
Yeah.
We are the Gabbiest Gang. Love to talk all day. Don't know what we are saying on the League of Ridiculous Conversation.
I've been out and about, basically.
Yeah, you're gonna get sick.
In the boot doing stuff.
Work, grocery stores.
That's it. Those are your only two choices.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's also fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Acceptable.
That's about it.
Oh, I've been ordering so many things from DoorDash.
See, I
haven't done a DoorDash
I'm
yet.
afraid to get anything delivered.
Well, I mean, think of it this way. If you do get sick, that's on them. You can sue the crap out of them.
Yeah.
I mean, if you could prove it.
Yeah, I don't think I can prove it. But I went to the grocery store the other day and bought like a shit ton of food. So
you have been out.
And you're fine.
Yeah, I went to one place. You didn't let me finish.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What was it? Was it mostly just like meats and canned goods?
Yeah, I mean they were fully stocked, so it was
lucky
good.
you.
I was just kind of like, all right, so you ever need to calm the fuck down. Stores they're getting stocked again if you just relax. So
Yeah.
I'm like a day or two away from having to go to the store again.
Yeah. Well, yesterday when I went to Smart and Final, the ice cream section was actually like almost empty. And it's been okay. It was like as soon as that extension happened, it's like hoard the ice cream, and then there was nothing there.
Here's the thing. My mom has been on a ice cream kick lately. Like she's had me order Baskin Robbins at least 3 days in a row because
Comfort food.
She really needs her pistachio ice cream
Oh,
and
it's
a banana
delicious.
split.
I hear you.
I
started looking around to like Target and stuff. All sold out. All of the pistachio ice cream just sold out.
Fair.
So apparently, pistachio ice cream is just a
Cure for Corona.
Yeah.
sure.
At the what do you call that? Going to the grocery store, I've learned what the reject items are because they're still fully stocked. Like no one likes lemon cake. No one likes
What?
Yeah,
I
a
love
lot of people
lemon
don't
cake.
like lemon. I love lemon
Lemon
cake.
cake's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, lemon bars.
That right there
Yeah.
that's
I like
just
lemon
people
bars.
who they're trying to hold on to their white privilege. Like, you know what? No. You desperate?
Too good for
Yeah,
lemon
you buy
squares.
what's there. Like, you hungry? You eat it. I had a customer who works at Sprouts, and he was saying that these rich white people would come in and they'd be like, "Oh, I need to get this," and he's like, "Well, all we have is the wheat pasta," and they're like, "No, I'm okay."
Oh God.
Really?
That's so LA.
Yeah. Like, they wouldn't buy the brown rice. They're like, "Oh, it's not good, so I'll just wait for the white rice." You're just like, but if you're hungry
Priorities.
and brown rice is there,
Yeah.
perhaps just eat it. But
Yeah.
Listen, you don't need to be making these trips every day.
Like, I don't
That's
like brown
true.
rice either, but I also like starving less. So
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Just fucking put some salt on it, bitch.
exactly. Like,
I don't
you
know.
put
There's
enough-
plenty of seasonings.
Yeah, you put enough egg in it, you don't know that it's brown, so it's fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
No, that's true.
Except for Jordan, because Jordan can't eat eggs. So
Yeah, he'll
Yep.
throw up. Yeah, I don't know.
Unless it's wheat eggs we talked about a couple weeks ago.
damn.
No, at leaving Vaughn's, I ranted it on Instagram because I thought it was ridiculous. I was in the parking lot and I saw this lady Lysol her kid before she went into the car.
I saw you.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
You
and I was
said
like, "What
that.
the fuck is happening? No, it was so bad. Like, first of all, I got in my car, I sanitized my hands, and I was just kind of sitting. And I look across, like, the other side, and I just see this lady.
It was cloudy
like,
mist.
Gloves. Like, she had gloves on, she had a mask. And then I just see the purple fucking bottle of lavender Lysol. And she's just
lavender
spraying her child around the ears, in her hair, just like all over. A good splash, I guess you could say. And then this girl takes off her sweater, and then the mom puts it in a trash bag. And then puts that in the trunk of her car. And then I also witnessed her with the same gloves on from the grocery store grab her purse and then grab her keys, and then she put it in the front seat of her car with her daughter and used the same gloves to drive her car. And I was like, so you
just ruined
I was like,
everything.
so you Lysoled your child but are in the same shit and holding the same stuff as the store. What was the point?
Yeah. No,
What is,
people
like, if
are
you're
real
gonna
dumb.
go
She just
all
defeated the whole
out,
purpose.
then fucking go all out. Do the whole fucking 9. Like, what do you mean you're gonna Lysol your child and then, like, everything
be good
else?
for them.
Everything else.
This is how you poison your child.
Yeah, that kid's gonna get lung cancer in 2 years.
Dude, I don't understand.
I got the black lung pop.
She didn't even Lysol herself. I at least expected her to do that.
Oh, fucking hell.
Like, you
What a
Lysoled
ageist.
your child. I would at least think, you'd do the same. No, not the same treatment. Not at all.
Listen, at least Lysol yourself. You're the one who's more in danger.
Was she white?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Was that really a question you had to ask?
It was bizarre.
There was, Mike, actually, I mean, not, yes, because my first thought was either is she going to be Asian or white? Now, only because it's where Steph lives. That's why.
That's fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
Not because Asians are crazy people that spray paint their kids. I'm asking because I know where Steph lives, and there's a high traffic of Asian
that's her
population.
demographic.
Yeah.
I specifically went to the Scripps ones. So.
Oh man. I mean.
Ooh, somebody living it up.
Have you?
I mean, no, that's smart though, because you go to the rich neighborhoods and they have healthcare, so they're not as crazy.
Yeah.
Have you?
Well, maybe they are because they're Lysoling their children in the fucking parking lot.
Yeah, no, that proved me wrong just then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen Arnold Schwarzenegger hanging out with them 2 horses?
What?
Okay.
What?
So
Is that the horse in his house?
yes.
No, that was a goat in his house.
Is he the Tiger King?
Oh,
No,
the
he's got
goat?
like 2
I saw the
little
goat
mini
one.
ponies
Yeah.
now.
Oh, maybe
I
that's
thought
what it
they're
was.
goats.
A mini pony.
Yeah, he's got 2 little mini ponies that he like sits at his dinner table and they eat off their own plates at a dinner table with him.
Wow.
Oh.
Arnie became that
Yeah,
guy.
like it's really weird. Like this is what he's doing during the pandemic is he's just chilling with these 2 horses.
I guess when you're that big, like even a dog doesn't really feel like a companion.
Oh my God.
He's also the guy that ran over his dog with his Hummer.
On
Oh,
accident?
I remember hearing about that. Yes, on accident.
You know, really quick, have you ever read Arnold Schwarzenegger's Twitter bio?
No, what's it say?
No, go ahead.
It says, and I quote, former Mr. Olympia, Conan, Terminator, and Governor of California. I killed the Predator. I told you I'd be back. TikTok and Snapchat, Arnold Schnitzel.
Arnold Schnitzel!
All my judgment has completely disappeared. I'm back in love with him.
Oh.
That man is a national treasure.
That is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
What a happy guy.
What's,
What did we do to deserve Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Nothing.
and what's even better, like his Twitter name is Arnold, but his handle is @Schwarzenegger. So when you look at it, it just says Arnold @Schwarzenegger.
Wow.
That's some marketing
fucking
genius shit
clever.
right there.
Yeah. Also, he got at. Oh wait, no, he got at Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool.
I was gonna say he got at Arnold. That seems like a pretty quick get.
That's
Yeah,
really
like-
cool.
Jordan mentioned something that I want to touch on that I know Anthony hasn't watched yet. But Jordan, you watched Tiger King?
Just one
I watched
episode.
one
so-
episode.
Damn it! You
We're
watched
trying
one?
to make it a What do you call
I've
that?
watched one episode.
Oh, you did too?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, because we have friends that want to do a watch party for the rest of the series.
Yeah,
that,
Cody
watch
and
it.
Shane and them are doing
That's what I'm doing too.
Yeah! I missed
watch it
Friday's
with?
watch, so we're going to meet next Friday. And then we're using, what is it? We're using the House Party app to watch together.
Oh, yeah?
But here's my thing. We could use House Party, or
Zoom?
we could... Well, we can also do that, but we can also use an app called Netflix Party, which is
yeah.
a Google Chrome
Yeah.
extension, which you play Netflix, and then you can share whatever you're watching with your friends, and you all watch it at the same time together on your computers. But it's on your computers. That's I assume that's where the issue comes from.
That's
I was just
cool.
using Facebook, and we're like, okay, hit play on 1, 2,
That's
3,
what we used
play.
to do.
Yeah.
Oh, how fun.
It works out well
I
enough.
couldn't
Yeah.
do that. It was like at the end of each episode, I was like, oh no, I'm not leaving.
That's fair.
I have to know how this story ends.
Yeah. I had a coworker fill me in on some more of the story today. I'm like, wow, this is just going to get weirder and less off, like, base.
Oh, episode
And
3 is the
then-
one where you're like, what the fuck just happened? That's where you get the background all on Carol.
Yeah, like
She's
for that, by the
fucking
way.
nuts already.
Yeah, like I'm enjoying this so far, and I guess fuck Carol Baskin from the first episode.
Oh yeah, but you're gonna want to
She-
say that a lot more later as well. So
Like, she's clearly pretentious,
Yes.
holier than thou, like, nut job.
I can't do
And
it.
the funniest thing, like to me, as I watched it, and Joe Exotic is, he clearly seems to really care for his animals like they're pets.
Yeah.
you will change your mind
and-
about that particular statement in about
Oh.
5 episodes.
No!
Okay.
He is not a good person.
No, neither one of them are good
Yeah.
people. And she protects the ideas of her pets,
Yeah.
but she doesn't seem to, like, care for them as much individually.
She's doing the same thing. She's doing
Oh,
the
yeah,
same thing
she's
that
doing
they're
the same
doing.
Different.
If you told me that everything was filmed in the same lot, I'd believe you.
Yeah.
They look exactly the same. She's
Yeah.
calling him out for all, like, abuse and, like, putting him in cages and whatnot. She got a fucking tiger right behind her in a cage. I'm
Well,
like,
that's the
yeah.
thing. She said it.
bitch.
She was saying something about, like, the cage, and she was just saying how, like, they put animals or they have tigers in cages, and we have ours in cages just so. I think it was, like, more of a safety issue, and I was like, then what's the
Because they're
problem?
fucking tigers. They have to be in cages. There are only
Yeah.
2 places you can put tigers. Fucking where they come from and cages.
It's really upsetting. Like I'm going to skip to the end. I'm not going to spoil nothing, but they do like an epilogue at the end where they tell you.
I like epilogues.
Well, what 2 things? One, the fact that this shit all took place like 2 years ago is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh, this is clearly the 90s, how the way they're all
Yeah, I
missing
thought it
teeth
was
and dressed.
old.
Yeah, it's not.
No.
What the
It's like
fuck? Really?
2018. What they do this weird epilogue at the end where they let you know that there are like only 3,000 tigers left in the world outside, but there are nearly 10,000 in America alone in captivity. Or it's some crazy number like that, and you're like, why don't they just put them back in the wild? Clearly, the breeding
right.
seems to have worked. That's maybe not inbreeding, because
Yes.
there's some. Scott pointed out during the show that there's a couple tigers that are cross-eyed, and I don't think that's because they were making a face.
Aw.
I was like, oh, that's an inbred tiger.
That's cute.
Yeah.
I saw a meme today. Like every second or third meme is
Oh, Tiger
Tiger King
King.
Yeah.
related.
I saw 2.
But I
go
saw
ahead.
one. Leland. At some point, they talk about burned alligators, like rescued alligators
Yes. Yeah.
that were burned alive.
Yes.
Those are Michael Jackson's alligators.
Not anymore.
Well, no, because he's dead. But
Oh,
like,
and they're
the
dead
fact
too.
that
So yeah.
the fact that that's not like a notable thing in the show. It's like to spend 5 minutes on like how they got the burned alligators from Never Never Land is a testament to how crazy everything else is.
Because
Yeah.
Michael Jackson's burned alligators were not interesting enough.
No, they're not. I'm my friend Adrian's watching it. She goes, "Oh, I'm going to start it right now." And like 10 minutes later, I got a text. She goes, "Where are all these motherfuckers' teeth?" She goes, "Why does no one have teeth?" I was like, "Yeah, I don't know, man. No one has teeth."
That didn't stop me. I saw it. I'm like, okay, I get the vibe of what's going here on Tennessee or wherever the fuck Oklahoma, I think.
Yeah.
What I kept stopping on and kept yelling at the TV is, where are these motherfuckers missing limbs?
Yeah. The fucking this lady.
Dude,
I was like,
dude's
where's
missing
your
an arm from his elbow down. Other dude's missing both
legs.
his legs. Joe's walking around with a cane and a fucking knee brace. I'm like, tell me the tiger story that took your limbs. This is all I care about.
Is there a tiger story?
Okay, one, Joe was in an accident.
Yes.
Okay.
He mentions that in the first episode.
The guy with the no legs, he gets a segment later. It's not tiger related. Now, the chick with the no arm.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
I'm not spoiling that one. That one may be tiger related.
Okay. Dude, it was still trickling with a little spots of blood. I was like, dude, this high-def TV is showing me all these things. Every little trickle.
Really quick. Leland, can you confirm one thing for me?
Sure.
Are there any black people in any of this?
No. Not
Shaq
at all.
was
Okay.
in there?
Not a single one. And I think...
And here's the thing.
And you know what?
Shaq
And I
was
believe
in
at
there.
one point, someone actually makes a reference to it. Like,
Yeah.
like I think someone says, like, "Ain't no black people in Oklahoma." It's like,
Yeah. So
Not anymore.
the funny thing is, because Black Twitter is alight with this,
sure.
documentary.
Oh, really?
And like one of the biggest takeaways is everyone's so happy. Everyone's so happy about the lack of racial diversity in the documentary series.
I take it back. There is one prominent black cameo.
Yeah.
Shaq walks by.
Yeah. Shaq is there.
Yeah,
Shaq
shows up.
Yeah.
I was
he
under
had
the
to go
impression.
on the defense and be like, "I don't know that man."
Oh.
Yeah. My name's Shaq.
Listen, I was just trying to bet me some tigers.
But if you were to
Yeah.
tell me that Shaq owns a tiger, I'd believe you.
I
Does
would
he
believe you
not?
100%.
Because I thought
Yeah.
he confirmed he did. No?
No, Mike Tyson owned one, but is he in this? Is he in this at all?
No, that would be great.
Oh, okay.
I just really like tigers.
If it's only 2 years old, then he's a vegetarian at that point. But like late 90s Tyson, I believed he ate a tiger.
Jesus. Yeah.
How crazy is this?
They
And the fact like Netflix didn't even promote this.
No, not at all.
didn't need to.
It just like dropped one day.
Yeah, it just appeared and everybody found out about it
Yeah.
overnight.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've been seeing nothing but like memes or like people saying they were watching it.
Yeah. Like it is the savior of the coronavirus.
Yes.
It is what like gives us all something to talk about,
Yeah.
something to like distract ourselves. But like it's so encompassing.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time like so many people were obsessed with one thing.
Yeah. And I'm happy about it because a lot of times, a lot of people just aren't that into documentaries, really. I love documentaries personally.
Sure.
But this is it's a human interest piece. It's such a crazy concept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that people are just too curious to actually find out. Because, like, this all dropped, like, what? Friday? Or no, it's been, like, out for a week
2,
now,
3
right?
weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks, maybe
Yeah.
tops. Yeah.
And I see more people talking about Tiger King still a week or two out than they are talking about Ozark Season 3. And Ozark Season 3 is really good.
I never started.
Like,
Ain't nobody watching Ozark before.
oh my god, Ozark's so good.
I never started.
I
I need
meet
to.
maybe one person every 2 months that talks about Ozark.
Because people are sleeping on it. It's a great
Yeah.
show. It's so good.
I'm not saying that it's not,
Yeah.
but I am saying like nobody. It's not. It doesn't catch fire like this.
Yeah, because it is a specific type of show. You know, it's like a Breaking
is.
Bad or a Wire.
Oh.
Or, you know,
It is, but its audience is crazy big. Like, can you really think of anything that has had like this many people talking about it? Like I remember Making a Murderer was pretty big, but I would
Yes,
say this
yeah.
is
Making a
eclipsed
murder.
that.
Making a murder would have been the last thing that I could think of that went that big, because then there's people that would never watch that on their own, are
True.
watching it because
True.
it's like, oh my god, it's the hype. Let's check
Same,
it out.
yeah, same thing with Tiger King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
no.
I probably never would have watched it if it was just another documentary. I'm like, this seems like a sad story with like sad people. Like I don't want to
Yeah.
see, animals being abused and people who don't deserve this kind of money or attention.
That's another thing about Carol Baskin. Why is her house so goddamn big?
You find out.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm telling you, episode 3 is where everything changes. That's when
That's
Things
when
take
you
a
won't
turn.
be able to stop.
that's
watching.
when you start to realize you're like, oh, these people are bad. Like there's no. You're like, oh, we were just along for the ride for the first couple episodes. That's the beauty of how they're directing it. Is like the first 2 episodes, they're just setting all the pieces on the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Episode 3
Like the first-
is when they're like, okay, checkmate. Now we're moving into the actual game. It's like,
The first 5 minutes, the documentary is like, we started out to try and make a documentary on people like having exotic animals, but then we found this story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost turned it off in the first 10 minutes because I hate it when the filmmaker introduces himself as a character in the documentary. I hate that so much because it immediately puts a bias in your head about what you should be thinking, and I don't like that about documentaries because it becomes way less. It feels more like there's
Fictional.
it feels more fictional. It feels like there is a specific narrative they want you to latch onto.
Yeah.
And I just don't like that. I prefer documentaries to be more informative. Oh, this is the person. Here's statement of facts. Here's what
Morgan
happened.
Freeman in there narrating some shit.
Yeah.
it gets
This is a
we need.
penguin. Watch the penguin walk.
Jordan also, it gets that way later, where they
Ugh.
because so many. I was going to say they bring in so many other characters. No, like so many other people start getting involved.
Just getting involved.
Where you're just
Yeah.
like, oh god, oh my gosh, like that's
Yeah.
Like, do you need a central voice to help keep track of it?
No, I mean, no, you figure it out. It's not hard.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Is the doc in the first episode?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That guy is a piece of shit.
Oh, no, he comes off as one right from the start.
Oh, you're going to find out about him later, and you're going to be like, oh, hell no. Oh,
Yeah.
hell no. That it's like, I got it. Damn, I wish you guys had seen it. But there's also this
Yeah.
enjoyment of watching you guys be like, oh, so our hypothesis of this, and I'm just like, that is not what's going to happen. It's just like, I feel like that
I
Tracy
assume
Jordan
we
meme. I'm
all-
just like, nope.
Yeah.
I assume like the internet has informed us of a lot of things to come, correct?
Oh, yeah.
You guys kind of know
Oh, yeah.
some of the big things that are going to be happening, Steph?
Vaguely. I mean, I don't know. I know things are going to hit the fan. I just don't know in what.
Joe's in jail.
Oh.
I mean, they show that right at the beginning.
Yeah.
That's why
that's
I'm
right,
checking.
that's right, yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know why Joe's in jail?
To my understanding, he's in jail for the murder of.
Close enough.
Okay.
Close. Yeah. They
yeah.
also say this in the first 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was high, so I'm not really sure. I might give it a second watch.
I'll be honest. That specific thing that you're referencing,
Yeah.
by the end of that, when his charges are brought up, that's the smallest charge.
No.
With the things you find out what he did, you're just like, oh God, that's small time compared to the other shit. It's like,
Like, my thoughts right now after the first episode was, okay, what's his name? Main dude?
Joe.
Joe Exotic?
Oh, okay, yeah, Joe. I was gonna say Joe Dirt. Is Joe Dirt based off of him?
Honestly, would not be surprised.
Yes,
Like,
I
just
would not be
to-
surprised. And he's been in, like, Joe Exotic has been in business long enough. Like, somebody could have on the DL, like, stolen a lot of that look.
Yeah.
but I truthfully don't think so.
Like,
I get the impression
go ahead.
that's a look that's still alive and well in certain parts of the world anyway.
Probably.
Definitely.
okay.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, because I had
God, it's so bad.
Oh,
though.
it's terrible. It's so. I'm not. This doesn't spoil anything, but I think you guys will get the joke on this. You'll meet. Joe has another boyfriend at one point in the show.
Yeah.
And he's this young kid from Southern California. And the moment that you see him, I was like, oh, that motherfucker from Santee. Like, it just. He's not. They don't tell you where he's from. They just say Southern California. But, like, when you see it, you'll be like, oh, yeah, that's Santee right there.
He's either East County San Diego or he's Hemet.
Oh, yeah. Think more East County. Like, I was like, oh, I think I went to high school with that kid.
yeah, see,
You mean Hemeth?
Yeah,
I swear, like,
I do. I do mean
Jesus
Hemet.
Christ. I swear, like, I was seeing, like, places that weren't far. Like, San Pasqual, I thought it said that. Or, San Pasqual's not far from us. Or Valley Center, unless there's another Valley Center.
There are
Center.
Yeah, there are other valley centers and stuff.
So not
This is nowhere near the West Coast. This is in Joe Exotic's in Oklahoma. Carol Baskin is in Florida.
Tampa.
And Doc is in
Tampa. Or he's like South Carolina.
Yeah,
It's
like
one
South
of
Carolina.
those.
South Carolina.
Yeah.
okay. So not once would any of these people like venture here.
I mean, they probably
Maybe on a
have.
tour.
They have to sell animals.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, okay, but it's not
Yeah.
referenced that.
No,
they
it's
did.
not important
Okay.
to the story.
No.
Okay. That's another thing too, because when you guys,
The whole business of tigers, I think, is not going to be important to this story.
I mean, it does. It is. It isn't. Like, I will say that that's the one positive thing about this documentary, other than giving pandemic people joy. It's like,
All the tigers found new homes.
well, not so much that, but like, it did put. We all now are aware of this problem. Like, I didn't know that there was that many local little zoos in America.
Not that.
Like,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
yeah,
They
I
show
did
a-
not know.
They show
that.
a map at one point, and they're like, "Here's all the zoos with tigers," and it is like a lot.
That's crazy.
And I was like, "What? I've never seen one of these at all."
crazy.
But I guess because we have the San Diego
The zoo.
like, what do I care?
Yeah.
You know.
No one needs their own small zoo.
But it's so fucking expensive. I swear, like when they were talking about ticket prices, I think they said it was $600 each.
for like the VIP.
Yeah.
Like, it was like
ticket.
$300,
Yeah.
$400 for a VIP ticket. I was like, "That's
Oh, and
insane."
the ticket prices scale.
Oh, I heard about that.
What? What
That's
do you mean?
crazy. They could be 30 today, but like if things get busy, it could go up to 60, 80 or more. It fluctuates as to how much the demand is, what the ticket prices
Oh, so
is.
they do the Disney model.
It works. It's proven.
in a day
Yeah.
or maybe in a week. Not just, over time.
Dude, that's crazy. Yeah, no, like one of my thoughts, especially when what's her name? The chick.
Carol.
Carol. Yeah, when she's being all fucking gaudy and whatnot and like, oh, how she
In her cat print.
oh yeah, her assorted selection of cat print.
Which that by itself is just like, but that's skin though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like clearly it's fake, but the fact that you wear it seems like a mixed message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it.
Unless she
Oh,
thinks
God.
she's a cat. Leland, does she
Oh,
think she's a cat?
No, but that would be great.
I would love that twist.
No,
Yeah.
her
It's like it's just like a 3-second scene of her just like drinking milk from a bowl.
She's just licking the back of her hand. Meow.
No, her twist is more her twist is more dark.
Yeah.
I have some theories, but I'm sure it's like completely off. But I don't know.
Feel free to write them down.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about them next week.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair. Okay. Yeah, no, but like when she started talking about like, oh, about how she's supposedly not doing the same thing and all that, like I just instantly imagined like like the La Jolla sea lion things. How there's all those activists out there, and they're just like, save the sea lions, but then they're like screaming this into a megaphone, and it's like, you're hurting the sea lions. And it's like, I'm pretty sure the sea lions can fucking hear you screaming in your damn megaphone too. You're not doing any good service.
I think you're very accurate in that.
So stupid.
Yeah.
I think that's so dumb.
Yeah.
Well, the difference between these places and, say, like the San Diego Zoo or the Wild Animal Park is, like, they're not rehabilitating and setting free. Where, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like the zoo holds on to some of their animals because
and then we give
they're
back,
the only ones left in existence.
Yeah.
You know?
Pandas.
But other places are like, hey, we found this injured tiger. We're going to put it back on its legs. All right. Adios, Simba. You back to
6 months later.
Back to the wild you go, because no one needs to keep an 800-pound tiger in captivity.
Yeah. I don't know.
What did Joe say? He would need 6 cows a day to feed his tigers?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
The other
I think he said like 30.
What did he
Wait
say?
till you get to the
10,000
well.
a month of good grade meat, and I was like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And Joe's doing it for like 2-3 grand.
Yeah.
Wait till you see the Walmart truck. I'm not going to spoil that, but let me just tell you, that's going to upset you on a whole nother level.
I just don't. Yeah, I had a
So
lot
I know
of
what I'm going to
questions.
call this episode. Main title, Tiger Beat.
Tiger beat.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
That's fun for me.
Oh, good. I'm glad it's fun for you.
I'm so happy that's fun for you.
Have you paid attention to some of these titles?
No.
They're all just fun for me.
Of course they are.
I mean, they're fun.
What's everyone else been up to, other than this tiger mania?
I did give 40 minutes into 100 Humans a try.
Yeah, how'd you like it?
It's interesting. I just didn't finish it because, something came up. But I was gonna continue it. It's interesting.
It's fun, chill. Like it doesn't need every second of your attention. It's fun to just kind of see the experiments and the results.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I watched Bad Boys 3.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I forgot that happened. What did you think?
I enjoyed it. There's a lot of cheesy moments.
Sure.
But I enjoyed
Makes sense.
I don't remember how old Will Smith is.
He's in his 50s.
50s, yeah.
I feel like
They're both in their 50s.
he doesn't look that old.
Well, yeah, he's Will Smith.
Yeah.
I think
And
Jordan,
Black Don't Crack.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Don't crack. Yeah.
I think because when I saw him, I was just like, oh, wow, you look younger than I thought you would look. Because for some reason, I guess, Pursuit of Happiness already put out what he could look like old, and then I just realized how young he is.
Didn't match it.
Yeah, it threw me off entirely.
He looked older then than he does now.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
He's 51 years old.
Oh, okay. He still looks the same.
You can still get it?
Yeah. Martin Lawrence still looks the same to me.
He looks like Martin Lawrence ate Martin Lawrence.
It's true. He is a much bigger man.
He got a Shrek head going on, but it's okay.
He look he looks like the super from the PJs.
I don't know what the PJs is.
Wow. That's a very specific point in time.
Right?
Yeah. I watched the new Jumanji movie the other night.
I was gonna watch
What did
that.
you
What'd you
think?
think?
Dude, that movie was fucking awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm like, what more do you want? You got Nebula, The Rock, a jungle.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Like my
CGI animals?
yeah, my one problem with it is that it wasn't as good as the first movie.
No,
That's about it.
but I still enjoyed the shit out of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you
All
go.
right.
I like that they tied it into the first one again a little bit at the end there, and they definitely set up part 3, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm in.
Oh yeah.
Give me all the Jumanji.
Oh, there
Gotta
you
Yeah.
do
go.
the trilogy.
Yeah.
Now it's more like the way they ended it isn't. That's basically the third act of the original Jumanji movie, right?
Yeah. I read online the game has escaped into the real world again, but I was like, okay, but how are you going to get the avatars of those kids? Because I don't want to follow those kids for a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want The Rock.
Well, what they're probably going to do is the generic personalities for those characters are going to come into the real world, and they're going to interact with the kids as they're trying to solve the problems.
That seems complicated.
I don't know if I want that.
Does it seem complicated?
I mean,
in a
complicated
movie
is
where
not the
kids
word,
get
but-
turned into video game characters.
No, but because the thing is the personalities are still the kids, so they would just be interacting with themselves in a second body. That's the kind of confusing thing, because by our assumption, those kids are just Jaegering The Rock and Nebula.
Yeah.
So to talk to themselves, they would be literally talking to themselves in their own head.
You know, I think we're overcomplicating
and
it.
it's acted out through Hobbs.
I'm pretty positive
Hobbs and,
when the Jumanji starts affecting the small town, they probably just turn back into the avatars because of the magic.
Oh, actually, no. This is how it goes. They go back to the house, right? And they all try to play the game again, and it turns them into those characters, but in the real world.
Yeah.
Because they're in the game.
Exactly.
And then this is going to be, welcome to Jumanji, the third level. And blah, blah,
It's
blah,
either
blah.
that. It's either that.
Also, here's a horse.
Or their bodies are comatose, or they just do not address the bodies at all.
All right, Sword Art Online. Oh, wait. So
It's what's happening.
We've all watched the second movie, right?
No.
No.
Anthony hasn't, no.
I have
Oh, okay, so Anthony and Steph haven't. All you need to know is there's one scene. It's a kind of a blink and you miss it scene where The Rock plays his own father.
Oh, God, yeah. It's so weird. It's so weird.
not Peter Maivia.
No.
No.
The wig he wears is insane. You're just like, oh, well, that happened.
Yeah.
All right. Is it up there with Fat Rock from that spy movie?
No, not anything.
It's not on that level, but
Okay.
that was also really funny.
Wow.
Was that Central Intelligence?
Yes.
Yeah.
The movie
Yes.
wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad.
A strong B.
Yeah, it's funny. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they announced today that Hobbs and Shaw's getting a sequel.
Two
Fuck
Hobbs,
yeah.
two Shaw. That's not in the title, but I wish.
I didn't even see the first one.
I didn't see the first one yet either.
Oh, dude.
I still need to watch it as well.
That's,
Yeah.
that's
Well
not streaming
worth it.
anywhere yet, so.
No, it's not.
Not for free, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
I'm really close to just buying it on Amazon just so I could watch it.
That's fair.
Oh yeah, and then you guys can watch it as well, right? Because
Yeah.
Yeah, because I still have your Fire Stick.
yeah,
My Roku.
I have not plugged in yet. I'm sorry.
Really? Because what is it? Fuck, why can't I think of that?
Parasite?
Parasite's still on there.
you know what?
Yeah,
Matter
I
of fact,
know.
I'm gonna buy it right now. Well, that and Knives Out because I still haven't watched Knives Out.
Oh, that's good, Jordan.
Oh, I
you're
didn't
gonna
finish.
like that.
Yeah, I didn't finish.
Yeah, that's a me as hell movie.
Yeah.
I wanted to
Anthony
give
would
that
be
a shot.
bored senseless, but it's good.
You don't know that. I like that cast a bunch. I like a big ensemble, fucking star-studded cast.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I already know who did it, but it's fine.
Who done it?
Yeah. Because, don't look this up, but on the Blu-ray, if you take off the sleeve, turn it around, and put it across the front, it points at who the villain is.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it's really clever.
I saw that.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Oh snap! It's on HBO. It's on HBO. I can buy it then. I can watch it on HBO.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Our loss.
Yeah.
I did jump onto the CBS app since they're giving a 30-day free trial of it.
For Picard.
Yeah. So I watched Picard.
Get on that
which was cool.
NCIS, son.
Dude.
No.
Oh, I should really grab it so I can watch the with the 2 seasons that aren't on Netflix.
All right, so this is what I discovered getting the CBS app. I had already seen Discovery. I'd already caught up with that and watched all of it. I watched Picard. I'm like, okay, cool. What else does CBS have for me? The answer is
Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. I was surprised to find they've got the first 2 seasons of The Legend of Korra. So I'm like, all right, well, I finally have a chance to watch this. It's not all of it. So I'm like, well, thanks for something. But why not just give everything there? The show's fucking like 5 years off the air.
Mm-hmm.
And then, was it Saturday or Sunday? I forget. It was Sunday.
Yeah.
I just needed something on because I wanted to focus on trying to clean up my room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I turned on the classic 90s procedural drama.
Oh, God, yeah, you've been telling me about this shit.
Beauty and the Beast, starring Ron Perlman and Linda Hamilton.
Yeah.
And it is exactly how you remember it.
Oh, man.
Watching it made me feel like it was a Sunday afternoon. That show is weirder than I remember it, and I'm pretty sure it's only going to get weirder.
Yeah.
It's funny watching it, though, with, like, the now knowledge of, like, oh, yeah, George R.R. Martin wrote on this.
What?
And I kind of, yeah.
I didn't know that.
And now I feel like there are episodes that I just assume now were, like, strongly written by him. He's at least pitching the story or something like that.
Like when Vincent fucks his sister?
Yes. And when the White Walkers come down?
Yes.
Yeah,
Remember when they made a newer version of that show?
Oh, God, yeah.
With Kristen Cruitt?
Oh, it was terrible.
It keeps popping up. It's somewhere where I'm automatically, I guess Netflix, like I'm automatically getting like the little teaser trailer where it starts talking about it.
Yeah.
It plays a scene, and I can't just help but hate it every time.
Oh, it's Anthony. It's one of the worst CW shows I've ever seen. I watched the pilot and I was like, oh, I'm good.
Some bullshit.
I mean, if it means anything, the guy who plays the Beast, Jay Ryan, was also in It Chapter 2.
That's right. He was the fat kid that grew up all sexy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a customer who is working on a new show for another network. I don't remember the network right now. Not CW, but I think it's CW adjacent. Then again, maybe it is the CW. I don't remember.
Freeform.
Oh shit! I caught a show on Freeform. Go ahead.
Where it's a new vampire show.
I'm listening.
They filmed the pilot, I believe, right before the pandemic started. So I don't know if it's got picked up the series. In fact, I don't know if anyone's supposed to know about this yet. But fuck it. What are they going to do?
Is it V Wars?
You haven't named any names.
That's true. But it's Dracula. It's called, I think, anyway, I don't know what they're going to call it, but it's about the 3 brides of Dracula.
Oh, yeah, with Gina Torres.
Yeah, okay, so is it out there in the world a little bit? Okay.
Yes, it's talked about.
Anyway, so, yeah, it's Gina Torres. I forget the other chick, but you would know her if you saw her. And the blonde chick from Gotham that was Jim Gordon's wife in the first season that became like Harley Quinn, but not Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
But I saw some of the dailies, the pictures from their pilot or whatever. Oh, this show's gonna be a shit show.
Oh man, Gina Torres deserves better than a shit show.
But a shit show in the way that you can't turn away because you're like, oh, this is crazy. But like she plays, her name is Cleo, and it's Cleopatra.
Miss Cleo, if you nasty.
It's Cleopatra because apparently Dracula's been around so long that he boned Cleopatra and made her a vampire.
Sure,
you know
why not?
I can believe it.
Why
not? Yeah. You started off that sentence with Dracula. I'm like, okay, wherever this goes, I'm in.
Yeah, and the guy that's playing Dracula, you've seen in things before, and like if you saw him,
Luke Evans.
It's not Luke Evans. They couldn't afford Luke Evans, but if you,
I think they could now.
Oh, that's unfair. Luke Evans is always working.
What's he doing?
I don't know. He's filming
This show.
On Instagram, he's always on set in Budapest and shit. Anyway, but they, it looks, that's a thing that's happening.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot, as I do pretty much all vampire things.
Yeah.
Okay, check this. Since Jordan mentioned Freeform. All right, so I've only seen one episode, but I really like the concept of this show. On Freeform is a show called Motherland: Fort Salem.
Yes. I've been seeing commercials for this, yeah.
I hate everything you're already saying. I don't know what you're about to tell me.
So it is a teen drama show. So you're gonna have to deal with that. But its concept is that witchcraft is real, and in the Civil War, America enlisted witches instead of burning them at the stake to fight for them. So now, in the modern contemporary era, there is an entire witch army. And the big foe of I guess what's going on
Racism.
is that there are... What's that?
Is the foe racism?
No, it's not. It is witches who are against the establishment, who are against this militarization of witches. And the show takes place at a military academy. Witches are only girls.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. And
no warlocks allowed.
Yeah. So conceptually, I'm into this. It's like three girls who all fit a very standard, opposite archetype to complete your triangle of fucking covens or whatever.
Just so every girl can see themselves in at least one of them.
Yeah. There's a darker skinned girl and two different white girls.
Because that's the spectrum of people.
That's who watches TV.
Yeah, especially Freeform.
Is what you just said.
Yeah. I mean, she's
like really light skinned black.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like she black and something else.
Yeah, so it's easier for white viewers to be like, okay, maybe she just has a tan.
Oh, okay, I can be attracted to her.
Yeah.
Damn.
She's probably half white.
Yeah.
So she'd be more Cosby season 8 versus season 1 is what you're saying.
Yeah.
And of course she has the really straight hair. She doesn't have none of this kinky hair.
Oh yeah, no.
Well, yeah,
only straight hair. So the second episode just came out this week, so I'm gonna watch that at some point.
This is a new show.
Oh, this is brand new.
Oh.
Yeah, there's only been one episode out for me to watch until this week, so I'm curious to see how it goes. I'm not gonna say everyone get on this, but be aware that Freeform, who every once in a while make a weird concept show. If either one of or any of you have heard of Sirens.
Oh yeah.
Mm-mm.
There's billboards all around here.
Okay, Sirens is about mermaids. Real mermaids.
In real life?
Maybe I've seen a commercial.
Mermaids exist, and they're not like the Ariel singing mermaids. They straight up murder fuckers.
They're badasses.
Yeah. It's got a touch of Save the Whales, kind of like we're fucking with the ocean kind of vibe to it. The main mermaid is uncomfortably attractive.
That's every Freeform show.
What is that?
What
does that mean exactly?
Her features are very unique.
Okay.
And the specific combination, she has very striking eyes and a strong jaw.
All right.
To give her this very kind of foreign general look to her.
I'm looking it up.
But she's also real fucking hot. And their whole play the siren song, the mermaid song of myth.
Yeah.
It actually just drives people insane.
Oh,
Like
okay.
once somebody hears it, it just kind of eats away at them until like they get real junky for it. They keep trying to hear it, and when they can't because a mermaid isn't around, or like it sends them into a spiral of like trying to find it, and it usually ends in like madness and death.
Oh, so like Odysseus in the Odyssey, when he's like, everyone just tie me to the mast so I can hear this song, but not go crazy and kill myself trying to get to these mermaids. And like, but that's a terrible idea, Captain's like, do it, I'm your captain. And like, all right, fine. And he goes crazy.
Anthony, do you mean this chick?
Yes.
Oh, is she not pretty? I don't know what you're talking about.
I think she's real.
Let me see her. Who is she?
She's definitely uncomfortable looking to look at.
Also, I have a quick question about the Salem show.
Okay.
Oh, I'll look that up now too.
Maybe answers.
Why? Why are they screaming?
Because they're angry, Jordan.
I don't know why. I don't understand why. Yeah, that is the main photo. I do know from the one episode, like, there is part of like some kind of angle of some spell casting that involves them to like yell and scream at a particular pitch or something. Like it's something that they do have to control.
Yeah.
So I guess that is trying to kind of what it's invoking is them casting spells.
Yeah. Although one of the things I found interesting is this girl got cornrows going on?
Just on the side, just so you know that she's a little urban.
I've always
just a little Carl Urban.
Does she come from the wrong side of the tracks, and then the black girl's from like a more prim and proper like rich family?
That she is.
That's why she has straight hair and doesn't have the cornrows.
Yeah, it's like you've seen the show.
I mean, look at this one. It's not just the side. It looks like.
I mean, so far in the show, it's only been the side. But yes, she's from the wrong side of the tracks, from a poor family.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because that's more palatable for white people when it's a white woman.
Oh, yeah. If it was the black girl, she would just be ghetto.
Yeah, stereotypes.
No.
Yeah. No, the black girl's from a very wealthy family of a long lineage of respected witches.
Yeah.
And she black.
Jesus Christ.
That's it.
Good Lord.
Sounds awesome.
Doesn't make the cornrows better.
They have problems too, Jordan.
See, I've always liked the look.
Which they are we talking about here?
I'm talking about these 3 affluent girls who have magic powers.
I assume she is the main character, the main character. Like you open up the show and you're following her. It's like, hi, my name is something weird that isn't like a normal name.
Her name's probably
Bethany.
like Wheat.
No.
It's like, hi, I'm Charity or something.
Charity.
Yeah,
Shut up.
she's the introduction character.
Yeah.
So I mean, in the one episode, we are following her the most.
What's this shit called?
Motherland?
I nailed it. Her name is Raelle, Raelle.
Oh, that's right. Because I saw that and I'm like, that's some Cthulhu shit.
Yeah. And the black girl is Anacostia.
They're witches.
Anacostia. Yeah.
Anacostia Quartermain. Are you fucking kidding me?
Does she like money?
This?
Does she like money? Is she made of money?
They're invoking the Quartermain name, though.
Yeah.
I mean, Alan did get around.
Yeah, that's not surprised. Steph, in the hit movie, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, Sean Connery's character is Alan Quartermain.
In the Blockbuster section on Netflix.
Oh. I haven't actually just browsed Netflix to see what's even on there right now.
That's what I'm constantly doing.
I've just been, this past weekend was just video games. That's all I did. The only thing I watched was Bad Boys 3. That was me watching something, and then Sunday night I was like, no, I really need to put time to watch one episode of Tiger King. And I did, and then I passed out.
Jordan.
Yes.
I downloaded the Final Fantasy VII demo.
Yes.
That
How do you feel about Barrett Wallace?
the game is so hard that
Just like the original.
I was like, oh man, I may have to play this on easy because this was too
fine.
hard. They make them so hard. Like, why are they so hard? I'm there for entertainment purposes, not stressful.
Leland. This is a thing you've mentioned before.
I know.
Has it ever crossed your mind that maybe you're bad at video games? You're complaining that it's hard often.
Did you enjoy when you played Kingdom Hearts?
I didn't finish it because it's too fucking hard.
Oh.
I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. The controls make no sense. Like, it's like it's written in Japanese. It's terrible. I'm so angry.
I'm not gonna lie, I played on easy.
I am from now on. I'm
For
replaying
both.
God of War, the new one. I was like, I haven't played that, but only the one time. I'll give that a reshot. I started it at normal, and about, I don't know, 2 hours in, I was like, fuck this.
It was easy? Dude, I was
like,
still
I'm
having
a
trouble
god.
in easy. So if you
Okay,
think
here.
that you suck at or if people think you suck at games, I am fucking horrible.
Here's the
You don't
thing.
have to say people. You
horrible.
can just say my name.
I
Okay,
didn't think
well,
I sucked
that-
at video games until
that
about 10
Jordan and
seconds
Anthony
ago, but,
think that you suck at video games.
No, I did.
Oh,
I
sorry,
never said
just
that.
Anthony.
It's implied, but I never said that. Look.
I think you're fine.
There's no shame. There's no shame in playing games on easy mode. There's no shame in that at all.
Bullshit.
Will I look down on you? I'm not going to say yes or no. But
But by not saying it, though, you said it.
No. Like,
yeah, but there's no shame in playing a game on easy mode. Like, if that's what you need to do to play the game, do it. Do whatever you can to play these games, because these games are really
to
great.
be honest,
The game's
Like,
made
I would
to-
not...
Oh, go ahead.
The game is made
yeah.
to tell a story. However
Yeah,
you
exactly.
get to that is what matters. It
Like,
doesn't matter.
I would not expect anyone here to play Doom Eternal on Nightmare mode, unless you're me. And then, like...
I paid for that. Well, I didn't pay for it. I did that 7-day trial on the PlayStation, like,
Oh, the games that they have
PlayStation
or
Now?
whatever it is. Yeah.
where they have all the games or whatever. They had some stuff on there. I played the new Tomb Raider from a couple years ago.
Yes.
Beautiful looking game.
Did
Yep.
you not
So
like it?
boring.
Don't play Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Play
Well, that's the one
Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. Yeah, played Tomb Raider Definitive Edition or Rise of the Tomb Raider. Those two games, fantastic.
Well, yeah, but I already played those, so I was like,
Yeah.
I'll play the third one, and it was just so boring.
Yeah, the third one's not fun to
It
play.
was- and she's a terrible person. Like,
Yeah, she is.
killed a lot of people and had the hubris
Yeah.
to be like, no, that was coincidence. I'm like, no.
I have to get this knife and stop Trinity. It's like, girl, you did this though.
Also, they're just not fun games anymore like they used to be. I was telling Anthony, like,
Yeah.
the craziness is gone. I want crazy outfits, stupid weapons, stupid things, and her boobs are too small. Like, I'm just disappointed all the way around.
No, here's the thing. If I forgot what you have to do, but when I was playing it on Xbox, I somehow unlocked the original Lara Croft skin.
Oh, nice.
So she's like
Is
the,
it like
the
heavily
polygonal.
pixelated?
Pixels?
Yeah.
Yeah, super pixelated.
Yeah, the super pixelated polygonal with the sharp boobs and everything.
That's great.
Jesus
And you just play the game like that. Like,
That's awesome.
Aw. I've only played one. And I was playing it on PC. I didn't finish it, but I should.
yeah, you got like a quarter of the way through.
Yeah. I was trying to play it on PC with like my mouse and keyboard, and that was fine, but I need to hook up my controller so I can actually like beat it.
Yeah, just do that. Plug it in, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Plug it in,
Games right
plug
now
it
is
in.
Call of Duty, Borderlands 3, and I started Ori and the what is it? The
Blind
Blind
Forest.
Forest. And okay. I'm big on puzzle games. I really like precision platform games, but I am fucking horrible at him. So, like, I'll be super excited because, like, okay, there's a puzzle, I fucking beat it, and then I'm just like, you're feeling accomplished, and then you walk, like, I don't know, maybe 2 slides over, and there's another fucking puzzle that you gotta figure out, and you can't do it right. Last night, I saw red. I was pissed. I was like, you know what? I need to turn this off before I throw something. I got it, and then I calmly turned it off, and then I turned off my light and went to sleep. I love games, but I swear to God, I was always just like, I don't know why I can't do this. I don't know why this is so hard.
And here's the thing, especially for a game like Ori, since it's a Metroidvania, there are certain points where you cannot progress, so you have to go somewhere else. So then you get an ability to progress.
Well, that's the thing. It doesn't actually, like, some games will actually tell you, like, hey.
Yeah, no, that's not what Metroidvania do. They do not tell you.
That's what fucking pisses me off. Because, like, I'll get to some area, and it'll be like, man, this would be really helpful if I had a rope. And then I'm like, okay, that now tells me somewhere I'm gonna find a rope. Now, when people don't tell me I can't do something, I'm gonna keep trying to fucking do it. And I'm gonna be like,
you think you're the problem,
wrong
not the mechanic.
Me? Why can't I jump higher? What am I doing wrong? And then I will waste time on it. And when I realize it's something that when it was completely out of my hands, but nothing was said about it, I feel 100% defeated. And then I'm just like, yeah, I need to stop.
The feeling you're supposed to get is, oh, I need to come back later and I will beat that thing. And then you come back later when you're more powerful, where you have an ability that can help you get past it. That's how these Metroidvania games work. I know, I'm surprised that you've never played one before, but from your mentality, it tells me that you're more used to games where it's all level based. Like, here's the level, you could do everything that's in this level.
Well, I mean, I've played Limbo and Unraveled and all that.
Not the same things.
Yeah, see?
Limbo and Unravel are both puzzle platformers.
Yeah, you don't level up in there at all.
No, yeah, they're just puzzles. It means everything that you can do, you have the ability to do it right from the start of the game.
Unraveled is a good game.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm on 2. I'm somewhere, I think, on chapter 3, but I enjoy it. That one's really, really fun. I've tried streaming it, but then it's so calming that I get lost in my own world, and then I get frustrated when I can't do things.
And that's how I know what your mentality is, because I watched you play Unravel, and you think, why can't I do this? And I'm like, you can do it, you're just not thinking about it in the way they want you to think about it.
Yeah, that's what sucks. I have a whole different, mindset of how I think you could do things. So then when I play, I'm just like, it's not working. Something's wrong with my thinking.
That means they're forcing you to think outside of the box. The box being your mind. Think outside of how you would normally think of things and try to figure it out in a different way.
That's fair. I mean, I realized, I can't stream it because I'm playing on Switch. So what I did was I had my phone mounted to the TV, and then I had Jordan on, camera so he could watch me do what I was doing, in the game. And then Jordan even said how, I got to an area that I went out of order, and I went to an area that I wasn't actually supposed to go to yet, but I managed to do it a different way, I guess you could say.
You managed to complete it before you're supposed to.
Yeah. So I was in one area that I wasn't supposed to be at all, and I was just walking around in the dark, but I got further than I would have, or I got more of an advantage because now I got these extra moves to make other areas easier, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, so
that will make other parts easier. Yeah.
Cooking Mama came out today or yesterday. I didn't buy it yet, but I'm going to.
Is it in the shop?
It should be. Yeah. I'm excited. I want to play that.
Everyone else is playing Animal Crossing.
I'm not playing Animal Crossing.
I don't even know what that game is.
It's not a me game at all.
Okay.
It's just a farming and resource game, isn't it?
Yeah, basically.
One of the reasons why I would want it is because it's my inner wanting to pixelate how I do my perler shit, like art, you could do that in there. You could make all that stuff, which I kind of want to do. The only downfall is it's all real time. So if I'm making a bench and it takes 6 hours to make, it will take 6 hours to make.
And that's why you start that, then you go and do something
No,
else
I know,
for 6
but
hours.
like some people will play it
Just
non-stop.
watching a raccoon sawing a log for 6 hours.
People will
Yeah,
play
basically.
non-stop. Like, I imagined it as the game that you hop in and you hop out. You hop in and you hop out. But
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
for a lot of
You
people,
could play it at your own pace.
Just
Yeah.
like every phone app game, like you play and then you got to wait for everything to reset.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's true. Or you can use your money that you accumulated and then bypass all that.
There's always two currencies in the game. One that is secretly bullshit, and the one you gotta buy with real money.
Yeah, that is true. That is so
Yeah.
true. Yeah, no, the order of how I wanted to get games is I eventually wanted to pick up Animal Crossing, but I wanted Cooking Mama first.
Bro, I don't see Cooking Mama on the shop at all.
Really? It should have been out yesterday.
Well, I don't see it in the shop.
Aw,
I don't even know what Cooking Mama is either.
Oh my goodness! You cook dishes. And it's so crazy because
That was her first line to sell this game. You cook dishes.
Yeah, I cook every day.
I know, but they're like really cutesy meals. And then if you're doing it wrong, it'll go, Mama will help you. And then if you do really bad, her eyes like start to get filled with flames. And there's like this really like sad like banging on the piano noise that you failed. And she rates you on your cooking.
Mama hates you.
No, she goes, Mama will help you.
Fuck mama.
I love that game. I played Cooking Mama 1. I played Cooking Mama 2 Dinner with Friends. I played Gardening Mama, Craft Mama.
I do know that
Gardening
this is
Mama?
a whole like line of games.
The Mama series.
Yeah.
Steph's really into mamas.
No?
You got a thing for mamas.
Yeah, I just like, I don't know. That one's really fun. They seem to follow actual recipes for the most part. I just like those games.
Like with accurate measurements and whatnot. Like you could actually take the recipe out and
Oh,
use it.
not like they'll use all the ingredients. Like there was one where you had to make mochi, and then you actually had to like there's a part where they get the dough and they put it in this like cylinder looking thing with wood, and then they smash it. So in order to do that on the DS, like you had to time your tapping on the dough to match the cadence, and then that's how you did that. It's a lot of like I guess you could say there's skill required in it and timing.
I'd rather just play that like frustrating co-op chef game on the PlayStation.
Oh, Overcooked?
Overcooked.
Yeah.
that
Overcooked,
one's
yeah.
fun
I would just
too.
rather play that one. I don't need mama judging me. I know when I failed.
I love it.
And the high of being incredibly stressed out over a simple game, gets me hot. So that's my thing.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That game causes like people to have like crazy anxiety when it comes to like trying to make sure you don't burn the wontons or burn
Yeah.
your food in the oven.
I played it with Leland last time I was up in Burbank.
Oh,
And
that one's fun.
like it's stressful, but in that like fun, challenging stress.
Oh yeah. That's
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be so stressful if you would just do what I said to do.
Well,
wash the
listen
dishes.
here,
Wash the
fuckface.
dishes.
I didn't even know how shit worked for like 3 games.
Aw.
Y'all just like, you just chop stuff. I'm like, okay, what button is chop?
But it tells you.
It does. I mean, yeah.
I mean, I guess being someone who's just shitty at games, I don't know.
Oh. Oh.
Listen, Steph can admit that she's shitty at games. What's your problem?
Apparently, I'm shitty at games.
No.
Well, you want to play the game that we're not shitty at?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Let's play the game. I should actually look. I think it's 36. Oh no, it's 32. Siri, give me a number between 1 and 32.
It's 20.
Okay, thank you. Always say thank you to your series.
I usually do for the same reason you do.
Let's see. Again, I feel this is a thing that maybe have come up in regular conversation, but what technology from a science fiction movie would you most like to have?
Technology from a science fiction movie I would most likely like to have.
Yes.
I mean, teleportation is like the first thing that pops in my head.
That is the first and only answer.
Yeah, teleportation that works correctly. That doesn't
Sure.
make you brundlefly.
Yeah, we'll just say Star Trek beaming, like we were talking about last week.
Just the Cronenberg monster. What is that? I think it was like a show or something where they were testing out Star Trek beaming, but then it just liquefied somebody.
Is that Galaxy Quest?
I mean, it happens in that too.
Yeah, isn't there like a funny accident in Galaxy Quest of someone kind of getting turned to sludge or something?
Yeah.
And everyone just gets splashed by oh my god.
Yeah.
But in the original motion picture, Star Trek: The Motion Picture, they have a transporter accident that turns some people inside out, and it's very, very bad.
I don't remember seeing that.
God.
Well, I'm sorry, but it's there.
You actually see it?
You see like
Something go wrong.
you see the teleportation silhouette start screaming, and the hand comes up and then it disappears, and then Captain Kirk just did you get them? And then you hear this yes sir, but what we got didn't live very long.
Oh jeez.
I remember that being the most boring of Star Trek movies, the first one.
It is.
Okay, well, all right. So it's got one moment of kind of coolness.
Yeah.
I'm just
All
saying
right, so
that
we
happened.
we have to take teleportation off the table because that's obviously
too easy.
yeah,
Too easy.
Holodeck.
it's obviously the best thing.
Oh, that's
Also
solid.
take the holodeck off. The holodeck off. That's also
Then
extremely
fine.
obvious.
The TARDIS.
I didn't say it had to be feasible. I just said technology from a science fiction movie.
It's true.
TARDIS would be pretty interesting.
TARDIS would work.
I think we
Yeah.
talked forever ago. It was traveling through space or traveling through time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so way back when. Let's see here. Okay, let's to kind of swing off of last podcast I was telling you all about Altered Carbon.
Yes.
Ooh.
Which, speaking of which, my brother's getting really into that show.
Right on.
Because the first few episodes, he's like, "Yeah, I don't think I'm going to finish this show." Then a couple days later, he's like, "Yeah, I'm on episode 5." Oh, you're still watching?
Way to go, Niall. All right, so the stack I was telling you guys about, where your entire life gets saved and you can transmit yourself through it. Is that a thing that you'd be interested in? Which offers you long life. It offers you a chance to survive, catastrophic things.
Yeah.
I mean, if you had the desire to, you could change bodies.
I feel like I would be interested in, because I mean, I like most other people, I've always imagined, what if I was able to go back in time as a child but retain all my knowledge and relive my life and make all the right decisions?
I mean, if not for the fact that if we get this technology, I think everyone gets this technology.
Yeah.
So everyone would know you're a 30-year-old man in an 8th grade body.
Yeah.
And so it would be clear that you're cheating.
Yeah. And if that's the case, then it's just
not
just put me in a new body, still an adult, and I'm fine, whatever,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not in this decrepit, decaying body anymore.
Yeah. But would you want to live unnaturally long?
That is I would only want to do that if the people I care about are also doing it, because then living immortality without connections sounds dull and bad.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
Just like Dracula.
If everyone's doing it, then yeah, I guess it doesn't seem to be as kind of depressing. As,
Plus I don't live a
usually
dangerous
does.
life, so I'm probably not gonna get shot in the back of the neck or something.
So you're gonna get old.
Yeah.
So by like 70, you're really gonna want to just let this body go into a heap and just download yourself into a new hot 20-year-old body.
Yeah, but then that also means I have to start working again.
I mean, it's not a great future. Everybody's kind of working, and like the real cush jobs don't seem to exist anymore. Everybody has a shit manual labor job.
Because the robots do everything else.
There are no robots, but there are holograms that can do pretty much anything, but they're not employed to do actual work. They're just concierges.
Because they're not real people.
They're concierges in hotels. It's literally what they are.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So which is also holographic AI.
Yeah. They're one of the best characters in the show, but yeah, he's a concierge.
Actually, that might be the better future, because if we did build robots, there's obviously the robot uprising.
Clearly.
But if it's just AI, they're holograms,
I don't know. I feel like it's the AI that's the problem.
AI is always going to be the problem.
If we weren't building robots, but advance the artificial intelligence, they just make their own bodies eventually.
Eventually.
But
I'm sure we could find out some kind of scan, like, oh, that person doesn't have a stack. That's that's an AI inside the thing. Kill it quickly.
I mean, yeah, that one's got blood. That one's got motor oil. I'm sure there's a scan for that. Like you can just X-ray for density, body mass.
So wait, is that actually motor oil? Or is that just Billie Eilish crying from her eyes again?
No. Dude, I don't. Maybe it's because I don't like sci-fi. I don't have an answer for you guys. The first thing that went to my head was the Smart House. And then after
I'm
that...
sure there's a Black Mirror episode where that goes wrong.
Yeah, and then after that... Oh, God.
Yeah, it's called Smart House.
Then I thought Fifth Element, where there was that microwave where you could put powder in it, and then it turned into like a whole turkey. Like that concept seemed cool to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about the Dragon Ball? What about the Dragon Ball capsule technology?
I don't know what that is.
It's just anything you want could be in a little capsule. You just push the button, throw it down, boof. Oh, you have a car now. Yeah.
That's interesting.
And you hop in your car and drive away.
What
and
about
Piccolo learns how to drive, and it's a weird episode with Goku and Piccolo trying to get their driver's licenses.
Oh my God.
But Piccolo
is
out
that
here
a
with
GT
like the
episode?
No, it's a Dragon Ball Z
Oh, I
episode.
don't
It's like
remember that one.
before the Cell games.
Okay.
And Piccolo out here with the filthiest drip of all time. Like he's just out here stunting on fools.
Steph,
Yes.
how about this then? This is a pretty common conversation, at least amongst nerds. Would you want a lightsaber? Your own laser sword?
I mean...
Is that something that would interest you?
I'd get a beam katana.
Same thing.
I want a beam katana.
Yeah, but
Like
what
Travis
do you do with it,
Touchdown.
though?
Go.
Apparently you only fight other people who have them.
Right.
What else do you do with
I know,
it?
that's what it's like. It has no fundamental purpose.
I bet it works well for a lumberjack.
Sure.
Oh,
are you
time
a
to
lumberjack?
carve the turkey.
I just feel like, because I had a similar moment like last week. Like our weeds in the backyard are growing really tall, so I took a knife and I just started fruit ninjing the backyard because it was something to do.
Steph, because everyone got the wrong idea right away when you said that. Do you mean a machete?
No, I meant like
A pocket knife?
No, I meant like
A butcher's
a-
cleaver.
like a no, it's not a
Like a
butcher.
Michael Myers.
Yes.
Like a Michael Myers stab a person knife.
Yes.
That's the wrong
Okay.
knife to be doing that with.
Yeah.
Yes, clearly.
I was just going
You should be using a machete.
shing, 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 shing.
Yeah, that's what a
shing.
machete's for. That's literally what a machete's for.
I was bored, okay?
That and killing teenagers.
it did well. Got a lot of work
Yeah,
done.
because it's sharp, but it takes you 3 times longer.
Oh no,
Yeah.
that was just to slide it down. It was really
What?
sharp.
Also, if you're cutting weeds, you're supposed to just pull them out, not
Oh,
cut
you
them. They're
can't
just gonna
pull
grow
these.
back.
You gotta pull. You gotta cut at least because they're like 3
You know-
feet high. So you
yeah, I was
gotta
gonna
cut.
say, you know
like,
how big those weeds are, Jordan.
Yeah,
They are
Yeah.
deep rooted.
you gotta cut like 2 feet, and then you're
That's
able
why-
to grab and pull.
That's why you grab it, then you practice your squats. You don't grip tight.
Come on.
Just
I don't
Get them
know what's
glutes.
down there, so I wanted to at least cut it down. And then,
roots.
Roots.
No, there's bugs in there. I don't like the buggies.
Fire. Just use fire then. Just burn the whole thing down.
Just use fire.
Just burn everything down, then salt the earth. You won't have that
We
problem anymore.
salted the backyard. Clearly, that shit didn't work out.
I don't think you did it right.
We used
Screw back.
we used a lot of weed killer, and we salted it, and it
right now I'm
grew
just
as much as
imagining-
it could. Fucking
I'm just
jungle.
imagining like them just in the backyard with like the little can of
Shaker?
salt. No, like the little
Morton
rain.
salt?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like the rain
Morton
girl.
Yeah, more
Yeah,
yeah,
Morton
Morton
salt.
salt.
Like with the thing you use to fill your salt shakers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still only like a quart,
Yeah.
and just like spraying it out there.
Yeah.
And they only use 2.
We tried. Even at my old house, we tried to salt the earth. It grew. Doesn't matter. It's like as much. That backyard is never gonna be like dead flat land. It's always gonna have something growing. It's insane.
Or you salt the earth correctly, and then you put concrete over it.
Yeah, but that's a lot of money that we're not gonna use right now. That's fair.
On a rental.
Yeah.
All right.
Or
How
just
about this? How about
Buy
this one?
packs of concrete.
How about this one? Flying cars.
Flying cars?
Flying cars.
Well, we were all supposed to have them by 2015, and that didn't work out.
Thanks, Jetsons.
Unrealistic expectations. Jetsons. At least be like Mega Man and say 20XX, so we don't actually know when that is.
Smart.
Still got 80 more years for that to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Would anybody like? Does the concept of a flying car maybe freak you out a little too much, or?
How do you avoid
No,
airplanes?
At that. No, they are airplanes at that point.
How do you avoid what's up there?
That's why they create skyways, designated areas for you to fly through.
You saw Back to the Future 2. You saw how this could work.
Yeah. But I just like now that's just air
Like-
traffic.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
of course you're gonna have these jerks that are gonna fly outside the airways. Like, hey guys, come on, you can't be doing this. Then so you have the collisions and everything. Then you have bodies falling out of the sky.
Crashing into homes.
That's horrible.
Yeah,
So am I hearing a no on flying cars?
I mean it's just another thing to get used to. Like if we're all trained properly,
Then
then
it's
it's
fine.
fine. But there will always be those people who think they're more important and try to
But
take
like,
their own route
if,
home.
if you had the decision, Jordan, we have the ability to invent flying cars right now and begin production, and then we'll work everything out as far as how flying cars will be like figured out to
Yeah.
be as safe as regular cars.
yeah.
Do you have enough interest in a flying car that you would say, yes, give me flying cars?
Yes, give me flying cars.
Okay.
I am down for that. I am
Leland?
super down for that.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Thank you for the input.
Well, I've never really thought about it.
I just
Well, that's what we're all doing.
I know, but just
Just
like,
think about how much ground you could cover just flying.
I mean
True.
that makes sense. That right there.
It's like
makes
it's
sense.
like the moment you unlock a flying mount in WoW. It's like, oh my god, this is the best
can go
mode of travel
everywhere
in this
now.
game.
all right.
Fuck
Now you get
every
that
other mount.
explorer.
By that
You
rationality,
get the explorer
by
tabard.
that rationality, then sure.
Yeah.
But Jordan makes the point, like, yeah, you can't crash into another player in a WoW and then you both die a fiery death.
I just feel like
Now, are they AI controlled flying cars like an iRobot?
Smart flying cars?
I'd rather have
Yeah.
that so that I could just kick back and let it do its thing.
That's what I was saying
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah.
can't do that.
Go on a-
Self-driving cars.
Hop into a sky bus.
Yeah, just nap.
I can't. I don't know. I freak out. I don't think I could sleep.
Knowing
like
that
being in a
cars are
plane.
flying over your house?
Yeah, no.
Or like being in a bus. You've ridden the bus so many times. You're not driving that.
Yeah, I also don't
but a
sleep on the
person
bus.
is.
But you know that somebody is paying attention.
Yeah.
If you fall asleep in a self-driving car,
Oh, no, I can't
and you're
do
just
that.
assuming the computer always knows of any obstacle or danger.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. But if the car is driving itself and I get in an accident, not my fault. It's my car. My car dumb.
Jesus Christ.
I got one of them average intelligence cars.
Look, my car barely passed the Turing test.
I think that's the worst part about flying cars. Is they're not all
It's a good deep reference.
they're not all gonna be like default to like the best cars. There's gonna be like the best flying cars, and then there's gonna be the flying cars that this is what this person could only afford, and they're not gonna be that great. And
I'm only going to be able to get a Kia flying car.
exactly.
Yeah, it's like the difference between driving a Tesla or driving a Geo Metro.
I don't even know what a Geo Metro is.
Then you definitely don't know what a
Datsun Honeybee?
Datsun was.
Oh, my dad had a Datsun.
Okay. I'm wrong then.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of cars though. They all stand this. I don't know cars, like I don't know shoes, like I don't know guns. They all generalize to me.
Just do research, and that's how you learn things.
Yeah,
How about interplanetary travel? We
I
cannot
hope other planets are habitated.
we cannot terraform a planet, but we can make like little biodomes where people can live.
So kind of like the Cowboy Bebop model. I'm all for that.
Yeah, it's upsetting
So-
that we haven't done that already, to be honest with you.
I mean,
Yeah, where's our biodome at?
we don't have the
on the
technology
moon.
really, not to the scale that we need it.
Well, I mean,
I've watched The Martian. I think we do have the technology.
yeah.
Oh, you're right. I did forget about that documentary.
Yeah. So glad we got him back.
I think
Starring
I think
Matt
we
Damon.
could have put somebody on the moon at this point.
We did like 60 years ago.
No, but I mean,
No,
like,
I mean, like, to live there. Yeah.
They temporarily lived there.
I
You know what I
remember
meant?
when
Stop
guys-
being a pain in the ass. You know exactly what I'm trying to say.
Have you guys seen the pictures of like just what Mars looks like? Like the high def picture
Yeah.
of Mars?
no.
Yeah.
It just looks like goddamn
Desert.
Nevada desert. Like
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that doesn't
This looks like-
surprise me.
Desert with a red orangey filter.
yeah.
That's so
all.
crazy.
It's like that looks like Earth.
So living under a dome, the only thing protecting you from a fatal environment, that's fine with you?
Yeah, why not?
That's what we live in right
Yeah.
now. Anybody can just bust through my window at any moment.
It's a bigger biodome to you.
How big is this biodome?
Isn't the
that
Earth
we're
just a
thinking?
biodome?
Probably city size.
Well, let's scale it down. Let's say it's just the size of Mira Mesa. So it's big, but you could easily get from one end to the other. You can
Yeah.
see the curvature of the dome above you.
I mean, I think it's just like any other thing. You get used to it over time.
Yeah.
It's like my work is just down the street over there. All right, I just go there, come back, go eat somewhere, go back
Yeah,
home.
but like
It's fine.
you now with the knowledge of of pure death on the other side
Yeah.
of this, wall that America built. Like, do you feel comfortable enough with American quality craftsmanship to put your life on it?
Anthony, I'm a black man in America. I just have to deal with things. It's just all right. You know what? I'm gonna hope none of this
Good
goes
point.
wrong.
Good point. Same question to Leland.
As also a strong black woman in America, I agree. You're saying like right now, today.
Yeah. Today, your name is chosen to get on a space bus
Yeah.
to go to Mars to live. They have built a biodome that they say is safe, and you will be of the first 10,000 inhabitants of Mars. Do you go?
Yes, I'm doing
I
it.
would.
No question.
Is the Space Force going to help? Because if so, then I don't think so. So, yeah.
Yep. Space Force is bussing you there.
Yeah, I don't know.
They also built the motherfucker.
I feel like my curiosity would just be like, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah, I would totally do it, and let me tell you why.
Tell me why.
When I get to Mars, right? If I get to Mars and things go bad and I die, guess what? I died on Mars. How baller is that? How many people did? I'll be up there with at least like 300 people. Oh yeah, we all died on Mars. Where'd you guys? Oh, you guys died on Earth? Oh, how cute. We died on Mars,
Boring.
son. Mars. All day. Mars, son.
Jordan fucking inventing Mars gang signs.
M-A-R-Z.
Good lord.
I'm so angry right now. I know you can't tell, but I am.
On my side of Mars, we just use MRZ.
No vowels.
No vowels.
Mars.
We only speak in consonants.
I'd be real curious. Sounds interesting.
Just think how gangster that'd be, though. I died on Mars.
Yeah.
Hello, the angel Michael. What's going on? It's like, oh, Mr. Jordan Pollock, how'd you die? Mars, son.
Oh shit!
Damn, yo, God. What's up, Michael?
God, yo,
Dude died on Mars.
Jesus Christ.
God gets all pissed.
No, he's just down the street. Hold on, let me go get him. Yo, Jesus.
say word.
You won't believe where this guy died.
Was it Mars?
And Jesus be like, but did he come back, though? It's like, all right, Jesus.
We get it.
Gosh.
You did it that one time, all right?
He won't fucking let us forget. All the time with that.
Oh, God.
What other kind of sci-fi space magic
I feel like
nonsense
a lot of it for me is just like food related. Some kind of space thing with food. Because I can't think of anything. I'm not good on sci-fi.
I got one.
What do you got?
Remember that movie? Fuck, you, me, went and saw it, Anthony. Matt Damon, Jodie Foster has the Clydesdale legs.
Oh,
Elysium. The medical bay that you sit in, and it like fixes all your problems.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like let it scan your body and just like fucking fix whatever, check that mole for you.
It's like, you have cancer. Here, let me just swap. Boop. Okay, cancer gone.
Yeah. Fucking makes your dick 2 inches longer. Yeah, I'm into it.
I don't know if that was a medical problem.
What?
It's a problem.
It is to me.
Shit.
It'd be like the one
It's a
who gets
hindrance
blown
to
up
my
by
life.
the guy who gets like blown up, then he gets thrown in the thing, he comes back good as new. Like,
Well, I don't know if it's that good, but
Yeah, all they need is a chunk of you, right? And then they just clone you again.
So would you want to have a thing like that? You know, you just go into it and it heals you. It's like the Enertron in Chrono Trigger where you go inside, it heals up your HP and MP, but you're still hungry afterwards.
Jesus Christ. I feel like if that existed, then I would like fuck around a lot in the sense that I would like do things that I've always wondered. Because like if it was like a recovery thing, then I would start doing stupid shit.
What does death feel like?
Like, like I would purposely break like, I guess a limb.
Purposely?
So I could, recover. So I could say I broke a bone.
You're still gonna feel that pain.
So
yeah, you're still gonna feel all the pain.
Yeah, but I don't get the damage of it after because I could recover. I could say, yeah, I broke my fucking leg and it hurt a lot. I experienced it. And then recover.
That's a weird flex.
Steph would be the ultimate like soldier in the future. I got shot. Who cares?
Whatever.
Heal me up. Put me back out there.
Steph was also willing to cut off her own perfectly viable limb just to get a robot limb.
Oh yeah, I said I would do it.
I'd do it too.
I'd be curious.
Have a robot arm like Jax.
Yes. Leland, would you give up a perfectly good limb just to turn it into a cyborg limb?
I mean, does it do anything?
Whatever you want it to. Oh. We were
So it
under the
doesn't-
different impression.
So it doesn't. I mean,
Yeah,
like
I was gonna be shooting missiles out of my arm.
yeah, I mean, like if a sword doesn't come out of it, or give me like I don't know, bionic man,
Strength?
It can be
$6 million
it can be
man
stronger.
properties.
It can be stronger.
I would not voluntarily lose a limb to do that. If I was in a terrible accident and then they came to me and said, we have the technology to fix you, I'd be like, well, then yes, give me new eyes
Yeah.
and
It's
stuff.
like, okay,
yeah.
well, there's the silver lining to this.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want to give up like an actual perfectly fine limb.
Now, if I was
Okay.
like in my 60s and they're like, yeah, your knee needs to be replaced, I'll be like, yeah, just take the whole leg and give me a robo leg.
Yeah.
Like,
Give me tank treads.
yeah, no, that just sounds terrible.
All right, Anthony. Let me ask you this
Goat
question. Let me
legs.
ask you this question. Now, you're replacing a limb. You can still have like all the nerve endings. You can still feel everything. It's
Okay.
just like having a normal limb.
Okay.
Except it's robotic. You know, it looks like there's like a silicone cover to it. So everything feels just like it's normal. Would you get a RoboCock?
Yeah. Fuck yeah, I would.
But would you have the same feeling or sensation?
That's what he's saying. Yeah, you still get all the feeling sensation. It looks real. Yeah.
You just have to press a button, zzz, and you're ready to go.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Kind of takes all the fun out of it a little bit.
I'd just be fucking for days.
You have to replace the silicone every now and then.
Oh,
I'm the first guy to wear out his sleeve.
all right, you know what?
like-
On that note,
This is the first time we've seen this. We've had this technology for 50 years. What were you doing to wear it out this much?
A lot of masturbation. What?
Jesus Christ.
It's dragging it against walls and shit.
I wanted to
guess
see if I
that's
could
what-
fuck it.
yeah, that's what I.
The
guess you
answer was
start
always
really-
yes.
That's when you start getting into real dark shit. You're like, well, I always wondered what barbed wire would feel like.
Well, apparently that's what Steph's doing with her fucking body.
Excuse me.
I'll get healed afterwards, guys. Throw
Yeah,
me
it's okay.
in.
I'll go through crazy pain for a short story that I'll tell way too long, and I'll get a replacement part.
Imagine that story at a party. Those like, oh, guys, this one time I saw this building on fire, so I just walked in.
What would it be like to burn to death?
They threw me an Enotron, came out totally fine.
Yeah, it was good. They found a chunk of me that was still wet and then just threw me in.
Oh, God.
Set it to 30 minutes. Ding, done. Steph is back.
So at that time, they rebuilt me from just a little piece for my finger, just the tip.
Easy, Wolverine.
Yeah. Stuff like that makes me curious. Just to experience it.
Okay.
Out of curiosity.
Then, lastly, not to automatically go to Robot Uprising, but would you have a robot assistant?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Everyone's
Yep.
Everyone's
Yeah.
comfortable with that.
yeah. I want to.
Is anyone?
I would have a robot assistant, and I would name him Jeremy.
What if he already comes with his own name because they're sentient beings and you pay them?
I will want one that's named Jeremy.
Jeremy
You
one.
will interview only Jeremys.
And I'd hope he's at least like this tall.
Like,
How tall is that, Jordan?
wait, are
It's
you
a fucking
thinking-
audio podcast.
Like, are you thinking more like? Are you talking more like Rosie the robot from the Jetsons, or like a C-3PO Star Wars situation?
Like a
I'm-
C-3PO Star Wars. That's
you
what I'm
want
pitching.
So you want a slave?
No. I want an android like in
No, he wants Jeremy.
Detroit. Named
He wants
Jeremy,
A slave
Jeremy.
named Jeremy,
who's at least 4 feet tall.
but no more than 5.
Because they
No more than
They
I
5.
figured.
Stop.
Oh, go ahead.
they really stopped talking about that in the franchise at one point, where you're like, oh, these are fucking slaves.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
They ever did?
well, I mean, there is the ownership issue in A New Hope. They talk about, well, I don't remember used to owning a droid. You know,
That wasn't a conversation. That was just a point of fact.
well, I'm just saying.
And a lie, actually.
And was it a lie, or was it something that was misrepresentation later because of bad writing? And then there's the whole thing. Was it what's her bucket in Lando.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
Solo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Starting the robot
The
uprising.
robot revolution.
In the mine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
see?
Those robot uprising, like slave labor in the mine, is one thing. But to say that your robot assistant clearly is still programmed to be helpful. It's not like they have aspirations of their own. All they know is a life of general servitude. And
Like
you
slaves.
do still... Slaves in the sense as if we're talking about real people have their own aspirations. We're talking about something specifically designed to want to be your assistant.
So, slave programming.
Yep, just like slaves. It is
So a slave
pre-programmed
that was mind. That was
slavery. I want all of you to pull out the slaves out of your pocket and free them for me.
Actually, in that situation, aren't we the slaves?
Well, once my robot assistant, does all my work for me and tells me about all the social media posts and whatnot, then yeah, I guess I'm a slave to it.
But let me tell you why.
Things.
Oh my god.
Let me tell you why I want Jeremy to be at like 4 feet tall, but no taller than 5.
Because you want
Because you
to
feel you
rest
can
your
still
head
take
on
'em.
it?
Exactly, I can still
Oh.
take him.
Oh, I thought you said exactly
Wait,
to me.
wait, whoa.
So you could rest
Whoa,
your
no,
head
what did
on
you
it.
say?
You know, when you're lazy and shit.
Yo, that's a good
That's
idea.
what I thought the whole point was. That's
Jeremy
what
here,
you said
I just realized,
exactly. I was like,
just
I
like rest
fucking
on
knew it.
What's up, Jeremy? Like
That
his
feels-
head's like right under my arm.
That feels degrading even to a robot.
He's there to serve me.
Yeah, his name's Jeremy, and he does stuff for Jordan. I don't
Jeremy
like that. That
Barry.
sounds bad.
They call us J and J.
Call him JJ? That's cute.
Hey, look, there's JJ getting off the spacewalk.
He's like, Jeremy, I'm tired. Carry me.
I can't.
Yes, Jordan, as you wish.
People just see me being like carried by little
What
man.
kind of
Great.
voice would he have if you could program his voice?
Standard robot, soft, monotone, or you gonna program your assistant to be specific?
I want him to have the voice and demeanor of Terry Crews.
Good lord. Does he yell at you sometimes?
Yeah, you can only get Terry Crews from the Old Spice commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he only speaks in yells.
It's the only one available.
It's like, hey, Jeremy, can you get my phone for me? Yes, sir.
I'd be so annoyed. Why are you yelling at me? Woo!
I want my robot assistant to have the
Stupid.
voice and inflection of Al Pacino from Scent of a Woman.
Oh, God. How annoying.
I don't even know what that sounds like.
I don't either.
Just
Terrible.
Al Pacino.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
I think I'm in the middle between, like, a stuffy old British white man or, like,
To
Wanda
Benedict
Sykes.
Cumberbatch.
I mean,
Wanda
I want
Sykes
a little,
would be good.
I want a little fun.
Sure. You tell me Al Pacino wouldn't be fun?
No.
Al Robo Pacino?
I can't
RuPaul.
imagine what that sounds.
Wait, Steph, what would your robot assistant be like?
I don't know.
Would you want a male robot assistant or a female robot
I
assistant?
think I would want
or
a
like
male, but I can't
His
think of a
name-
voice I would want.
His name would be Tristan.
Why Tristan?
I don't know. Sounds stupid.
Yeah. Tristan, I need milk.
Yeah, because those are phrases that I say all the time. I need milk. Please get me it.
I need it right now.
You're trying to train Sam to get you milk, aren't you?
No. I'm trying to train Sam to not bite my hand. What voice? I know there's
Well, like,
some
who's your
voice that I
favorite-
really appreciate, but I can't
Oh
think
wait,
of it
guys,
right now.
why aren't we just going to the obvious? Tupac.
Oh yeah, that's
It's
very
true.
true.
Tristan would look exactly like Tupac. Except 5 feet tall.
I feel like I'd get annoyed.
Always shirtless, just slug life across the stomach.
Does it
It's
say
the only robot with tattoos.
Robotic life.
it says
Robot
Robo
life. Robo
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, Robo Life. Engraved into his chassis.
Yeah.
He has a little jewel on his nose.
He only speaks in
That's the
Tupac
power
verses.
It's right here. You touch it when you want to turn it on. I hate you.
like Tristan's trying to lead you somewhere, and he goes, "Come with me, Hail Mary."
Come
And you have to go with him.
me. No, he'd at least roll away. He'd say roll with C's and then just roll away.
Does he have? Is he like on a unicycle wheel? Is that how your Robo Tupac works? Like
No,
Gizmo
I
Duck?
imagined he'd still have 2 legs, but like I guess rollerblade legs in a sense.
Ah,
So he has rollerblades
Like there's
on his
wheels
feet at
that
all
come out, and then
times.
he's just like
it's very on point for a '90s reference.
always gliding.
So he's gliding around like Shadow the Hedgehog.
I guess. It's funny that I would see it.
Leland, you're not drawing anything, right? Why don't you want to draw all of our robot assistants? A 5-foot Terry Crews for Jordan and Al Pacino
You have to
for
make
me.
sure you put that his name is Jeremy. It's a key point.
Yeah.
Jeremy.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Thank you.
God.
All right, let's bounce out of here and I'll start
But
working.
what about
on
your robot assistant, Anthony?
Yeah.
Al Pacino?
Wait,
What would his name be? Just Al Pacino?
Yeah, I just call him Al Pacino.
would you keep the characteristics
Hey, Al Pacino.
of a
All right,
robot?
AI Pacino. I call him AI Pacino, but it looks like
Christ.
Al.
Would you keep the characteristics of a robot, or would you have like that silicone flesh over it where it looks almost human, but you know it's a robot?
I think I would want it to be robot looking.
Yeah.
I don't think I want it
robot.
to look human.
I want like classic robot looking, but like some kind of clear hard shell on them. So it's
I
like
want it-
clear
I want-
cased, if that makes sense.
I want Jeremy to look just like Bender.
Those are intense ass eyes. I think I'd be pissed off.
Giant light bulb eyes. Metal
So
grill.
imagine
out
you wake up in
front.
the middle of the night and all you see is the glowing
Fuck
eyes.
that. No.
The glowing eyes and mouth of Bender.
Can't sleep, Jordan?
Again, he's Terry Crews. He's screaming
Oh, yeah.
at me.
I forget that that's also
Why
it.
ain't you sleeping?
I couldn't do that. He only
I
talks
don't
in
need people yelling at me.
screaming and hollering. He can't even whisper to you. It's just hollering.
No, he's always yelling, but he can turn down the volume. But he's still
He
yelling.
always sounds like he's far away. I don't like being yelled at in the real life. I don't want to be yelled at in my fictional life.
Yeah, I don't like yelling. I know I do it, but I don't like when it's happening to me.
Well, yeah, because it's your one of your two volumes.
Yeah, I'm either
yelling
yelling and
screaming.
shouting. That's also true.
All right, let's get out of this. Let's bounce out. It's been a good time. If you have also enjoyed your time here with us today, then please go to our social medias. Let us know so. You can find the random things that we're posting to try and keep our own sanity in these crazy times. Stephanie, what are our social medias?
You can find us on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook at the League of Ridiculous. Shit. The League of. I can't fucking talk right now. Oh, yeah.
You're so close.
The League of Ridiculous Conversations. Nah, I just blanked out. But on Instagram and Twitter, it is LORC Podcast.
Nice.
There you go.
Leland, where do people get podcasts?
On your phone.
Nice. Search us on your phone. Jordan, where do you go to email us?
You can email us at lrcpodcast@gmail.com.
Nice. Jordan, you've been continuing on with your Stitch streaming, playing your Dooms and whatnot.
It's Twitch.
Yes.
Switch?
Yeah. Like when you Twitch.
Oh, no, it's Twitch.
Yeah.
It's Twitch. I said Switch because
I thought you said Stitch.
I'm in
I,
my late 30s. Jordan, just tell me.
I thought you were doing a bit, honestly.
Nope, I just said it wrong, and my brain didn't go off to tell me so.
You're fine.
Yes, watch my goddamn streams on twitch.tv/Jordan is a bear. I'm playing Doom Eternal on Nightmare mode. It's very, very fun. Steph was there to watch my latest stream where I was fighting a boss. I died twice, then I beat him, and then the game dropped me into a room with 2 more of that same boss with other dudes around. Still completed it, though, on the first try.
Good job.
Against those guys, though.
This
That
guy.
was funny, though.
That's good.
Leland, continuing to pump out the artwork. Where do they go to see that?
You can find that on Leland Pierce Art on the Instagram and the Facebook.
You're doing really good at them.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is a D&D challenge start in April?
Tomorrow.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
So there's already a handful of D&D themed drawings that you can see from Leland if you go to his social medias.
Oh, that's awesome.
Do you have like a list of like what things you have to draw?
Ramon made a list.
Aww.
There's a random element to it sometimes. Some of the humanoid playable races, you got to roll for a class.
Oh, that's cool.
See, sometimes
Yeah.
I want to do those even though I know I don't have artistic skills just to see how I would draw something. Like just like a drawing challenge where it's like draw a duck. So I draw a duck.
You could try.
Or draw a house.
Just do it anyway.
Yeah, no
Just
one's
do it
stopping
anyway.
you from drawing your duck.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't become good at something if you without trying.
Yeah,
Live
that's
your
true.
ducky life.
I'll
Yeah.
find something.
Create a duck, name it Doodles.
No, someone
'Cause you doodled
that's
them.
somebody else's dream. That's Katie's dream.
Steph, where do they find you on the internet?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter and YouTube at Stephanoids. STEPHUHNOIDS. I post things. I have a video coming up that I need to edit. And I got another makeup palette that I was going to review.
Yeah, new video every week. You were consistent.
I try.
Good job.
Good on
All
you.
about
Thank
consistency.
you.
If you keep consistent, your content could be good or bad. As long as you're consistent, you can get people to watch you.
I mean, I do have some people who watch me, and then I attract some weirdos, and then it's like, man, I don't want to
You're a
talk
girl
to
on
you,
the internet.
Scott.
That's
Stop
unfortunately
looking
your
at
reality.
my videos, Scott. Scott.
Calling out Scott.
I'm surprised he
Take
doesn't
that,
listen
Scott.
to this podcast because
He might.
he might.
You don't know.
This is the first one. This is the first one he's gonna listen to, and you're gonna shout him out.
Have you mentioned the podcast on any of your videos?
Yeah, it's on the bottom.
Okay.
It says I'm also
Yeah.
on all these things.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
maybe Scott's out there listening until now, but you know.
Yeah, Scott.
Maybe we should just start streaming this on Twitch so Scott can watch you live.
No, Scott.
Then we have a segment checking in with the chat. Just see what Scott says.
Yeah, but I don't know. I want to post videos of that sometimes, but then I wonder, is this the right time?
Everyone's looking for a distraction.
fair.
Yeah. A little piece of normalcy.
Yeah, I just ordered another pair of Jordans.
Another you?
I have a problem now.
Just getting clones of yourself?
Okay. I've thought about it. I'll give it a shot. I just need to edit them.
And if you want to wear out the sleeve of my Robo Dick, find me at Graphite Night on the Twitter and Spooky Spookington on the Instagram. So until next week, I am Anthony.
I am Leland.
I am Steph.
I am Jordan.
Until next week, we'll see you later.
Bye.